doing a speech from the Humorously Speaking Manual, and her objectives are to prepare a speech that opens with a humorous story, and she's to personalize the story, to deliver the story in a smooth and effective manner. The timer is 5 to 7 minutes, and the title of her speech is Friendships. Friendships, yes. Her helping hand, when I asked her what it means to her to help. She says she enjoys helping others, whether it is helping them move or helping them in the garden. And she helps out her dad a lot. She does chores with him in form, like getting his hair cut and going to the drugstore, shopping, and then they enjoy taking leisurely drives in the country and going to theater productions or a movie at Colossus. So our first speaker this evening is Nancy. Would you please help me welcome Nancy?
Thank you very much, Lisa. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson were out camping in the desert one night. They pitched their tent, they had a leisurely evening, a cup of evening tea, and then they went off to bed. The wee hours of the morning, Sherlock woke up, opened his eyes, nudged his friend, Dr. Watson. "Wake up, Watson." And so Watson woke up with a snort and a grunt out of a dead sleep. "What is it, sir? What can I help you with?" Sherlock says, "Look up into the sky. What do you see?" "Well, sir," as he's trying to open his eyes, "I see millions of stars." "Well, what do you make of that?" says Sherlock. "Well, astronomically, it looks like there's millions of stars and galaxies and planets out there. Astrologically, it looks like Saturn is in Leo. Theologically, I suppose you could say that the good Lord made this universe, and that we're just tiny mites in a big, big universe. Meteorologically, I suppose you could say, sir, that we're going to have a fine day tomorrow, and that it looks about 2:45. Well, what say you, Sherlock? What do you see?" "Well, Watson, it looks as though somebody stole our tent." Now, these are good friends. They work off of each other. They know each other's foibles. They know each other's idiosyncrasies. Classic dynamic duo pair, Sherlock and Watson. Can we think of any other classic characters that work well together? How about Batman and Robin? Good friends, fighting evil, going for the good. Lone Ranger and Tonto. I know I'm dating myself here. This goes back to the 50s and 60s. I think of Andy and Barney, the two police officers in Mayberry. Bringing it up to date a little bit here, we've got classic couples like Carrie and Doug Heffernan of the King of Queens, or Tim and Jill of Home Improvements. I mean, after all, you're supposed to have married your very best friend, so it's couples. And they all represent and portray friends, good friends, people that work together. I've made it a lifelong sort of study, I suppose you could say, about friends, what they mean to me. And it was maybe because I moved around so much as a child. I remember being brought up in mobile homes. We were very mobile. We lived in trailers and moved from Brandon to Moose Jaw to Lethbridge, back to Moose Jaw, and we did all of this in mobile homes. My dad's got a very enduring little story of me being 3 years old. We had just moved into a mobile home park, and I'm standing at 3 years of age on top of a bunch of crates, and I'm flapping my little arms. I don't know, I've always flapped my arms. And announcing to the world that, well, I think tomorrow I have to go out and make some new friends. And I'm only 3 years old. So I haven't changed very much. Making friends, maintaining friends, and unfortunately sometimes losing friends. It's all part of life. Recently with the internet, once in a while you get the odd email that says friends are for reasons, for seasons, and sometimes for a lifetime. And I've thought about that with reasons. Now, what are the reasons that I have friends? Well, I can say that my very best friend that I married, my husband, does not like theater. He does not like going to theater productions, plays, art galleries, museums. I think out of a whole group of friends that I've got, and they're wide and varied, I've got 2 girlfriends that really enjoy going to the Vancouver Art Gallery or to the Fort Langley Art Gallery, hanging out and looking at paintings and obscure pieces of art. Last year, I actually went to see the Dutch painters twice because these 2 girlfriends couldn't really get together. They didn't want to come together as a small, you know, hey, let's get a couple of girls and go down to the Vancouver Art Gallery and then we can do sushi on Robson or something. No, no, no. They wanted to do the art gallery one-on-one. So that was fine by me because I got to see the Dutch painters twice. It was great. And we enjoyed each other's company throughout the afternoon. Then there's the friends for the season. I've got lots of seasons. We got the winter, we got the skiing, the snowmobiling, the camping, the hiking, all those very special friends that you just do things with, maybe one-on-one. I've got one ski buddy. We ski at the same capacity together. I also think as friends of the season, you know, the springtime of your life, the little friends that you had when you were selling brownie cookies together, the ones that you giggled and skipped school with, the ones that went through your first loves and romances, and your breakups, heartbreaks. Who were your friends when you got married? Do you still have them? Maybe you do. Then as life rolls on, you get into the later part of your life, the different seasons of your life. And the lifelong friends that you have. Some of those friends are for life. It makes me think about where we all fit together as friends. Are we just here for a reason? Are we just here for Toastmaster reasons? Or are we here for the various seasons of our lives? And it makes me smile to think that some of you might be with me for the rest of my life, lifetime friends. Got a parting little story where there was 3 girls, a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead on a deserted island. They'd been there for some time. The lip gloss and the mascara had long worn off. They were sitting on the beach rummaging around in the sand, and one came up with a genie lamp. It was the brunette. She took the genie lamp and she rubbed it, and they knew that they had one wish each. So the brunette, basically, she says, oh, please, it's been so long, I wish to go home. Poof, she's gone. Genie lamp falls to the ground. The redhead picks up the lamp. I want to go home, please, I wish to go home. Poof, she's gone. The lamp drops to the ground. It's the blonde. She picks up the lamp. She rubs it, and she's looking around, heavenward, and all around her, and she says, oh my gosh, it's going to be so lonely. I wish my friends were here. Poof, poof.